going to take a trip, this time to the land of Shunem, what we know now as modern day Israel. And we're going to spend a lot of time in 2 Kings chapter 4. And I'm going to do a lot of paraphrasing because there's a lot of scriptures in this one. But we are going to meet the Shunammite woman, and we're also going to meet the prophet Elisha. Now, the prophet Elisha would pass by her and her husband's house quite frequently when going into town. And so she said to her husband, I know this man who comes our way is a holy man of God. Let's build him a room on top of the house so that when he comes by, he'll have a place to stay. So she said, let's put a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp in there so that he'll be comfortable. And he did. When Elisha would come by, he and his servant Gehazi, they would stay at the Shunammite woman's house. So one day Elisha says to his servant, go get the Shunammite woman and ask her what we can do for her because she's been so kind. Can we talk to the commander? Can we talk to the king? And the Shunammite woman came back and she said, I'm good. I'm here among my people. And the servant said, yeah, but she doesn't have a son and her husband's old. No, sir. Inappropriate. So back to Elisha. Elisha's not paying them any mind. He says, by this time next year, you're going to have a son. And the Shunammite woman said, man of God, do not lie to your maidservant. Y'all, what's going on in 2 Kings? But I am here for all of it. Now, seriously, do I think she was being disrespectful or flippant with the prophet? No, I think she was being human because it meant a lot to have a son in that time, and she hadn't had one. She thought God said no, but really, it was not yet. And just as the prophet prayed and prophesied to her that she would have a son, she did. A year later, she had a little boy, and he grew. And the Bible says that one day when he was out in the fields with his father, he started to complain about his head hurting. So the father told his servant, take him to his mother. And he did. And the son laid on his mother's lap. And then at noon, he didn't wake up. So the mother put the son on the prophet's bed, and she told her husband, I'm going into town. He was like, why? She was like, it shall be well. She did not say any more. So when she got into town, the prophet Elisha saw her from afar off, and he told his servant, go see what's wrong. Go see, how the Shunammite woman's doing. And she just told the servant, it is well. She waited until she got to the prophet's feet, the one who gave her the promise. And she let out her heart, her anguish. She said, did I not tell you not to deceive me? So long story short, the prophet ends up going back to her house. He prayed to the Lord, and eventually her son came back and opened his eyes. Now we're gonna head to Colorado. My old stomping grounds. We're going to Colorado. I used to live there, so I love Colorado. We are going to meet a 4-year-old little boy, at least in 2024. He was 4, Cartier McDaniel, and he has a little sister, and they had a really good life. One day he woke up and he wasn't feeling well, and his mother thought he had a cold. He had a fever. He wasn't getting better, so she took him to the hospital. Unfortunately, he did not have a cold. He had strep A, which led to sepsis, which started to cause his organs to fail. He had to be put on a form of life support. His heart wouldn't beat on its own for 14 hours. And the father then said, let's go talk to God. So they did. They prayed, and his father's exact prayer was, come touch his heart right now. Let them see who you are. Jesus, come now. Come show them. Because he had all the faith in the world. He trusted God that his son would live again. And so they prayed, and within 1 hour, And this is literally quoted from the article, the unthinkable happened.